It's coming home. It's coming. Football's coming home. Oh my God. Oh, crazy. Yo, people, welcome back to the YouTube channel. You already know what time it is. It's time for another video. I mean, I cannot believe what I have just witnessed. England have beaten the Netherlands in a semi-final of the European Championships by 2-1. And this was the only result, the only prediction in my graphic that I've been graffitiing on all the walls that I got wrong. And I'm so happy to have got it wrong. You know me. I'm very reserved when it comes to England. Very, very, very pessimistic and very much not looking to try and get my heart broken. So what do? I don't give my heart in the first place. I say, you know what? I need to see it on the pitch. I need to see the fluidity. I need to see the chemistry. I need to see the attacking impetus, the intention. And we haven't seen it. So in my opinion, it's like, well, this is going to go badly. And there's no point me emotionally investing the energy to get angry. It's just what happens with England. We haven't seen any success since we were birthed, since we were born, since we came into this world. We have only seen misery and disappointment when it comes to the country. So why pretend to be phased? Why pretend to be bamboozled? However, today was the first day my heart raced. Today was the first day I felt something. And I have to thank Simmons. You have to thank him. The way that he rockets that shot into the top corner and ripples that net, and Pickford is left floundering to the floorboards. It is exactly the reason why we saw the best 45 minutes of football from England in this tournament without any debate and any confusion. You know that England played their best bit of football when they were losing, when they were chasing, when it was fight or flight, when it was do or die, when it was, oh shit, we actually have to play. We actually have to put the pace into the game, because usually what we've been watching in the round of 16, in the quarterfinals, in the group stages, England are very happy to be 0-0. Very, very comfortable. Very, very comfortable. They're very comfortable in their 0-0 ends. They will happily play the ball at a very slow tempo and it will be no problem. But today we saw energy. And we saw Philip Foden in the 10 operating in between the lines and causing chaos. And Kobe Mino, wow, also on his wavelength, seeing the same pictures, speaking the same language as Philip Foden. Just a breath of fresh air to watch them two linking up today and playing together, linking up together in that first half in particular, and it was creating chance after chance. So I thank Simmons, because England played better than the Netherlands today. England were the better team. England deserved to go through on the balance of play, but it was the Netherlands that sparked England into gear. I compared it to your granddad sleeping in his chair. This is England at the start of every game. And the Netherlands just said, yo, papa, granddad, wake up, alert, earth to granddad. And they did it in 7 minutes. Switzerland never did it until, what was it, the 83rd minute? That's when they said, wake up. By that time, damn, we've missed half the day. You man woke us up at 6 p.m. The Netherlands said, rise and shine. 9 a.m. we will see football today. We will see excitement today, energy today. So thank you to them. But England, Philip Foden, Kobe Mino, through the middle, wonderful to watch. Saka in that first half, going past players, creating chaos. Saka has been robbed of many assists in this tournament, many assists in the last few games, because those cutbacks in the second half in particular, but those cutbacks in general, Harry Kane, we're going to talk in a minute. He gets his penalty. It was dubious. I know some of you are thinking, oh, that's a bit soft. First of all, when I saw the penalty, I thought, he had his long shot, it was parried away. When I saw that penalty, I said, Initially, I was like, no, that's not a penalty. Initially, I said, no, that's not a penalty, because I thought to myself, you've taken your shot, you've had your strike, but you have then followed through on the player, on the opposition player, and you have then clattered into him, if anything. However, on the replay, the studs are up and they're going into each other. So the ball's already gone. And I think that's what most people feel like, right, how can it be a penalty? The ball was already gone. But he does connect with the man and he does clatter into him. And it's quite a nasty challenge in the end. So it's one of those ones. Personally, I'm happy to take the penalty. More than you can believe. I'm happy to take the penalty. I don't feel any remorse. I don't feel I don't feel anything for the Netherlands. Hold. Fuad Kadani. Hold. Right? So I don't mind. Take the penalty. Because I think England played well and they deserve to be back into the game. So, you know me, I've just been cheering on in this tournament whoever's playing well, whoever deserves to win. Turkey were really entertaining. I wanted them to do well. I felt bad for them. Spain have played brilliantly. Germany have been playing well. I wanted these teams to just do well just purely because they're giving me something back as a viewer. They're entertaining me. France, I had the biggest agenda on in the semi-final. Get out of the cup. Take your shit and go. You have been a disgrace. A disgracia. Right? So that's just how I've been playing this game. But England today deserved to get back into the game. If it wasn't through that, it was through Foden, who had that wonderful strike that hit the bar, had the nice strike that went under the keeper's legs and was cleared off the line, had Kane, long shot save. So England were already prodding. They had 2 big chances. I think it was 7 shots in the first half. They were already well deserving of being in the game. So I don't mind them getting a bit of fortune, a little bit of fortuitous penalties or whatever, because they deserved it. They played into the luck. That's all I ask of England. I don't ask for them to move heaven and earth. I don't ask for England to do anything that they're not capable of. You have the players to play. You have the players to produce. So do so. Because we can't be spending 38 games of a season saying that Foden's this, Saka's that, Kane's this, Bellingham's that. And then when we get to the tournament now and it's time to put things together in a very balanced, by the way, England team, not like the old generation. Maybe you could say there was no DM and Gerrard, Lampard were all 8s and, we were 4-4-2 and we couldn't have the mental capacity to change to a 4-3-3 or whatever. This team has balance. We have a DM. We have an 8 that is press resistant. We have an 8 that can break lines. We have a box crasher. We have a striker that's technically secure. We have wingers. We have off the ball runners. We have fullbacks. Maybe the left back is a little bit spooky. But we have most of the pieces of the puzzle. So there is no excuse for England to have played up until this semi-final with shocking, shitty performances. However, that is all in the past now, and no one will care because England have made a final. They have battered that penalty into the back of the net. It was a great penalty from Kane, nestled into the side netting. That's the kind of penalty that he takes when he plays Norwich at Carrow Road on match day 32. You know what I'm saying? In a 3-0 win to make it 4. And the second half was a drag. I think, the Netherlands started to make their changes. They crowd the midfield. England keep going down the left. There's not really too much going on. Shaw comes on. Great to see some left-footed fullback on that side to just bring a bit of balance. Bellingham, I don't think dropped a stinker in the first half, but I think he was very simple in terms of his play. Everything was very bog standard. There was no risks being taken. The shining light was Saka, more so Foden, Kobe Mino. Kane actually started the game very well, had a couple of strikes. However, in the second half, towards the back end of the first half as well, Kane just started dropping deep all the time, dropping deep. And I said Kane in the Spain 2010 team would have been dropping deep, playing alongside Xavi and Iniesta and Busquets and Fabregas. Kane would have been dropping deep, switching play, thinking he did something. Could you just stay in the box? Because when Saka's doing cutbacks, brother, you're nowhere to be found. And even though he scored that penalty, his influence in the second half was declining and deteriorating. And I said, you know what? If this manager's got a pair of bollocks, he'll bring him off and he'll take him off. And he did. And that's why Southgate's going to get credit today. I know it's crazy, right? He's going to get credit. Now, could he have done things a bit earlier? Maybe so, but it's worked out for him here, so we're just going to give him his credit because even though a lot of us would have said Kane needs to come off, it's just nice to see it actually happened. Watkins comes on, he stretches the defense, he gives the dynamism, the dynamic, runs in behind. He gives the centre-back something else to think about, especially with tiring legs. He says, you're going to run more. And it's a wonderful finish. I could be shameless right now and say Palmer. I know he got the assist, but that finish from Watkins is world class. There is no other phrase to throw at that finish. It is world class. It is the creme de la creme. It is the absolute peak of any mountain. It is the best shit that money can buy. It is just to have the, and we've seen England players, Saka, Bellingham, show composure and calmness in the latter stages of matches in this tournament to give England life, to give them something to believe in. For him to nestle it into the bottom corner from that angle at that stage of the game, you just have to say, if nothing else, this team has got some cold minus temperatures, yeah? Minus temperatures players. We got some serious cold individuals. Some people like Tony that's staring to keep his eyes on penalties. People like Watkins that will nestle in near post. People like Palmer who will take penalties for days and play assists and just don't even know what time it is when he's out there. Man's just out here just on a vibes thing. Saka with the finishing as well. Like in the previous game, we got some cold individuals. We got some players that are not phased, it seems, at the latter of stages of games. And that is a very important commodity to bring to the table, because I think Spain are clearly favourites for the final. I think Spain have clearly been the best team in this tournament. It's going to take an absolute insane performance from England to win. I do worry about Williams and Trippier. Williams versus Walker and Yamal versus Trippier. I do worry about what Rodri could do, but at least we have some cold people that can freeze time at the end of time. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the game, these brothers have something. So I'm buzzing. I'm going. This is my final review video on this studio. My final watch along was earlier on this studio. We will be in Germany. We will vlog it and we will be there. And more than I can believe, it's going to be a vibe. And I'm going to absolutely have a good time. And we are going to party. And we are going to just lose our heads. I'm buzzing. I'm really buzzing. It takes a lot for me to get really buzzing with England for multiple reasons. Very detailed, depth reasons. But one of it is trauma. And today they have provided something which is a glimmer of hope. And I'm going to take it and run. So smash up the lights, guys. Make sure you subscribe. And we will be there. We will be there. And I'm very happy for the group of players, man. They're celebrating. They're happy. They're buzzing. All of them have got their own storylines. Kane had a trophyless season at Bayern Munich. I would love nothing more for him to end his trophy drought with the Euros. Tony was suspended for half the year. I'd love nothing more for him to come back and play a part after being banned. With an addiction that obviously, you know, is something that we should have some sympathy for. You know, it's an addiction. You know, when it comes to just everyone out there, man, just buzzing for them, man. Buzzing. Absolutely bloody buzzing. And I can't wait for, hopefully, what could be history, and London and England in general could be on its side in a matter of days. And whether that means that our shops will be looted and our businesses will be broken, we will have to front the cost, because potentially we might have riots. So with that, I leave you good night. Lock up your doors. Lock up your shops. Protect your businesses. It might actually be coming home. In a bit, people. Big up your damn selves. Peace. What a world. What a game.